You want a war? You're going to get one.
What was that? He had no time for one more play.
He had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys game.
You literally.
The brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. We had one man opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks. Yo, by the way, my ear. What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you guys are doing good. We are here for Hard Knocks episode Mother Humping 6. I don't know how many more of these there are going to be, but this has got to be all about the Eagles. Am I right? What's going on, alumni? What's up, Rosie Bennett? Leon Banks Jr., my man. Logan Motorsports, hope you're feeling better. Salem, what's going on, buddy? It's our time, Philly. Big D, what's up? Tim, Tony, Madden King, Ryan. Thank you all for being here. Tortyville, Philly Matt, Trav, thank you guys so much for being here. Richie MC, Tommy, 864 Cowboys fan. What's going on, Cowboy fan? You can't have Clinton hurt, by the way. We refuse to do that, you know? And, what's that? Was it pin 9617? I don't know why it doesn't show up on my other stream. Oh, I did find it. Here it goes. Pin 9617 celebrating 9 months of a membership. Thank you so much, man. Say, yo, Philly. Pause. No Diddy. You got it, my man. Thank you for being here. On the hunt, what's happening? The Flying Mayan. The Dubes fam. What's happening, everybody? Before I came on, my daughter asked me tonight, she's like, you used to watch wrestling? I was like, yeah, in the old days with the Attitude Era. She said, what's the Attitude Era? So I said, all right, I'll show you one match. I showed her the Hell in the Cell match. So she just finished watching that. I think she liked it. I think she was shocked. Man, that was good times. Nick, thank you for Super Chat. Eagles coming for Super Bowl. Pause. No Diddy. I agree. It is, my man. Joel, thank you for liking, my man. Good to see you. And Nick, thank you for that super chat, my man. They didn't listen to you, but if we got the second seed, we could have gotten the Packers first, the Bears second, and the Rams. That's the championship game at home. I know. Hey, look, I'm really shocked by that I'm in the minority on this. I really am, because I thought more people would have been on that, but it doesn't seem like it. So it's over now. It is what it is. We got to go play. We're going to beat the crap out of the Bengals, the 49ers. Major Pain, what's going on? Mav, what's happening? So what's up, Philly? Joey sounds like he's ready to give up streaming. Really? Why? What's wrong? Virginia, are you from Virginia? West Philly Rock, what's going on, man? How are you? Giants want Harbaugh. That would be a good get for them. I also heard that the Cowboys are interested in Clint Hurt, our defensive line coach. I don't want to lose him. I really don't want to lose him or Christian Parker. I don't know if we're going to be able to, but pay them more, man. I want to keep those guys around. I have a question. Y'all, out of the wild card matchups, do you agree a Sunday Night Football Chargers-Patriots should have been something else? I mean, I always like an NFC matchup. But, I mean, that's okay. I don't know. I'm going to say this. I know this is going to sound crazy. I have a weird feeling the Chargers are going to win that game. I don't know why. I'm betting them. I'm going on Polymarket with them. I just got a weird feeling the Chargers are going to win that game. Chris Scott, Hell in the Cell's legendary. It is. Now, Herbert's got he's got he's got Dak-itis. He hasn't won big games, so we'll see. Blue Virus, what's going on? KG Casey, I agree with you, Phil. I wanted the second seed, but the 49ers are also easiest first matchup for any team. The Packers are in better shape than the Niners. I heard today somebody said Jordan Love might not even play. Is that true? Is he going to play? You took the Bill. Yeah, I took the Bills over the Jags, and I bet a lot. I bet a lot to. Well, not bet, but I played a lot of Polymarket. I'll show you what I did for the Eagles game really quick, guys. I'll show you.
Playoff time is here. Real quick. Polymarket is the revolutionary prediction market everyone is absolutely obsessed with right now. Live and legal in all 50 states, 1-cent fees, instant trades, total control. You're trading against people and not the house. Now, if we check into the Polymarket app, we are going to see that the Eagles are getting a 69% chance to win. You know the Philly crowd is going to be loud, okay? So I'm loaded up big time on the Birds. Yes, Philly's defense is nasty. Offense is clicking. That's who I'm taking. We got to go with the Eagles. No question about it. It's incredible. Everyone's going crazy over it. And the most awesome part, downloading the app with the link below and using my code Philly500 unlocks exclusive early access. Early access plus $10 completely free. No deposit, no card, nothing. Don't miss out and join the revolution.
Shout out to Polymarket. We appreciate them. 500. Can you still call me Rock the Artist if you want? I just put West Philly Rock because I'm from West Philly. Yeah, I can still call you Rock the Artist. Sometimes with the new app, it just confuses me. Like, you know, like it just, they threw me off with that whole thing. So I will try my best to remember Rock the Artist. Time for action. Yeah, you know what I mean? Joey left a strange message on YouTube. When was it? I want to say like last week, I think. Where can I see this message? The Winers going to score another 3 points or what? We'll see. Messiah says, I'm so ready for this game. I hate the Niners so much. Buddy is a Niners fan, and all he talks about is Purdy. The team is so overrated. 4 Super Bowls in 15 years, 0 wins. I agree. Way overrated. I mean, I think we're going to kill him. I think Jalen Hurts going to have a monster game. I do. So, you know, I think it'll go good for us. The question is going to be the second round. That's where everything's going to be interesting, because if Green Bay wins, it turns everything on its head. But if they don't win and the Eagles got to go to Chicago, I still think the Rams are going to beat Seattle in Seattle. So if you could go in and beat Chicago in Chicago, I think you get the NFC Championship game at home. I do. I feel like, I know Seattle's got a good defense and a good running. I just don't trust Darnold. I just don't believe in Darnold. So Darnold's going to have to prove me wrong. Low Eagle says, 500, I'm here day in and out support and tell people about you. I do it without a wrench to help you out. But hey, man, I appreciate that. Thank you, Low Eagle. I really appreciate that, man. It means a lot to me. You know? It means the world to me. Thank you so much. Now you have one. 500, did you ever watch Killer Clowns? No, Lacey. I said I'll watch that when Joey watches Something About Mary. You got the Jags over the Bills? Yeah, I can see that. I feel like this is Josh Allen. If he can't get out of the AFC this year, I don't know if he could honestly do it, dude. I honestly think the Eagles will have home field advantage until the NFC Championship game. The Bears will lose. Yeah, a lot of people seem to think the Bears are going to lose. I guess, you know, they figured Love went out last time. The Packers had that's a crazy game. It's very hard, very, very hard to beat a team in your division 3 times in a year. It's very hard to do. So you might be right. That would be the greatest thing. I mean, we'll be streaming all of it, of course. If you lose San Francisco, will Sirianni be at fault, Philly? Well, I mean, I think the offense probably... I think if the Eagles lose, it's probably because they couldn't run the ball and their offense couldn't do anything. JH, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Silver lining, we are rested and needed it. Plus, I really think Green Bay beats the Bears. Chicago's lucky last time. 2 home games incoming. I hope you're right, man. Hope you're right. I'm old school, I guess. I think those home field advantage. I was listening to Merrill Reese, and he said 77% of the time, the home team wins in the playoffs. 77% of the time. That's huge, man. Oh, the Doll Princess of YouTube is here. Royalty is in the house. Oh, the Queen. She must be the Queen. If you're the Doll Princess, she's the Queen. My mom chewed me out about Tanner. I feel stupid for cheering Tanner. I'm sorry, Jalen. Father, I can't watch the game on Sunday. I will be delivering packages for Amazon. But I will be listening to your live stream Sunday. Go Birds. Thank you, my man. Appreciate that. Did you guys see that, what's his face in Washington? Oh, why can't I think of his name? It's slipping my mind. It's just been a long day. But you see, Washington got rid of their offensive coordinator. If I'm the Eagles, I'm all over that. I'm all over that. Now, he might get a head coaching job, but if he doesn't, I don't know, man. I might like to go pick him up. One game at a time, 500, one game at a time. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Cliff Kingsbury is who it is. That's right. Yeah, he would be. I think he would be great for the Eagles. You know, they said that he's going to pursue head coaching opportunities. But if he doesn't get one, a lot of people are going to want him as offensive coordinator. I think the Eagles should jump all over that. Gustavo says, how amazing would it be if we win, Packers beat the Bears, the Panthers upset the Rams so we can face the Panthers, but that's like a 5% chance. Oh, man, it would be amazing. I mean, they did beat them once. But see, because Carolina beat them once, I don't think they beat them again. But I'll be rooting for Carolina. I'll be rooting for Green Bay. And I'll be here with you guys every step of the way. Now, remember, once these hard knocks are done, we'll go back to regular Tuesday schedule where I do morning live stream, afternoon video. Like tomorrow will be morning live stream, afternoon video. We kind of get back on track. So we're just doing these Tuesdays until hard knock. I think there's 3 episodes left. I think 3. That's what Grok said. We didn't hire him because he wanted his own line coach. Maybe he'll change his mind. Corporate buying pumper, my man. Thank you for the super chat. Damn, so badly said he doesn't believe Lane will play. So, Baldy, badly. I need glasses. So, Baldy said he doesn't believe Lane will play. Shaking my head. He's very good friends with them. He is. Well, I got the Niners 25-10. Sorry, fellas. He's too important. 25-10. Come on, Pumper. We ain't losing that game. Even if we don't have Lane. But those guys don't fit Nick's scheme. Nick wants offensive coaches that fit. Well, I think part of what has to happen is Nick has to be stripped of being or having say in the kind of offense he wants to run. Because you're right. If you could get rid of Patullo, but if it's the same offense and you bring in another coach that has to basically, run Nick and what he wants to do, it ain't going to work. So I think the Eagles need to tell Nick, look, just be a head coach and let your offensive coordinator run their offense and let your defensive coordinator run the defense. Yeah, F the Niners. J-Dog says 500. I'm so effing mad about the Bears-Packers Prime video. I don't even have it. So, wait, it's on Prime? Wait a second. Wait. You're telling me they got a football playoff game on a paid streaming service? It's not free and national? Oh, that's bad. That's really, really bad if they're doing that. That's horrible. All the playoff games should be national TV and free. Yeah, it's on Prime. Man, that sucks, dude. That sucks. Dazin' baby, what does that mean? They did that last year with Pika. I don't remember that. You know what I mean? Capitalism has come. I hate to tell you, it's been there for a long time. I hate that. I don't think they should. I think that's going too far. But it is what it is. I don't think. See, I'm always under the belief that when you get to the playoffs, man, everybody needs to see every game. Torreyville says NFL is probably test driving that to see if the fans are willing to pay for it or a streaming service fans should resist. I have to pay for it because I can't stream games if I don't have these streaming services. But it is what it is. Football prime for the playoffs is a joke. I agree. Honestly, one more year of a coordinator like this, and I don't know how much longer Nick would stay around. You could be right. Phil, your dingbat is showing tonight. Why? What did I do now, Jared? I heard what a dingbat, how dumb I was yesterday. All day I read every other comment. You're stupid. You're dumb. You're a stupid moron. You're this. Shut up. I tell you my opinion. I don't change my opinion to fit the narrative. K-Gun says, 500, would we rather have the Bears win, Rams win, we play at the Bears, handle business, let the Rams handle business, Seattle, and then have our home game in the NFC Championship game? If you were going to ask me, would I rather play in Chicago or play at home against the Rams? I'm going to tell you, I'd rather play at home against the Rams. I would much rather always play a home playoff game. However, if you're going to tell me, do you think that you could get the NFC Championship game at home? I would say yeah, because I think the Rams will beat Seattle. I don't think Green Bay would. So in that regard, yeah. It's an interesting situation because you're playing one road game either way. Do you think we'll lose any corner on the defensive side? Really hope not, but if so, there's a lot available. Yeah. Unfortunately, it sounds like Cowboys are looking at Clint Hurt as a defensive coordinator. And then Christian Parker is going to be another hot name out there. So both those guys could be possible. Corporate Brian Pumper, that was Super Chat. What an incredible season from Jalen and crew, Philly. You can't even call it historic Hurts season, achieving unprecedented feats in the Chargers game. Yeah, but Corporate, here's the thing, and this is where I differ, and I argue every Wednesday when I go to the show. This is the money time, man. This is Moneyball time, all right? I believe a guy like Hurts is different in the playoffs than during the regular season. You know, we'll see if he lives up to it, you know? But to me, this is money time, man. We're playing the Moneyball now. It's a different season. Did you watch the Ravens game? Oh, my God, I feel sorry for Tyler. Thought on the Ravens losing? Yeah, I watched it. I really don't care for a different coordinator as long as Nick is the head coach. Yeah. CZ, what's going on? That's a good point, 500, because with Elliott, I'd rather play at home versus any team than Chicago where it's windy and most of the time. Well, yeah, I will always take a home playoff game over a road game. I don't care. I would love to play the Rams in week 2. Round 2. That's fine. But I do think that the Rams, they will go to Seattle and win. I really think they're going to go to Seattle and win. But if they don't play them, then we're going to have to do it. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I thought you want Harbaugh for special teams? Nah. Harbaugh's going to be a coach. I bet you the Giants is where he ends up. We are caught between a rock and a hard place. If we win out, we're stuck with KP for the next several years maybe. But if we lose, that would suck. We'll be done with KP. See, I think they're going to make a change regardless. You know what I mean? I think they're going to make a change. Give boy Gainwell his credit. Great job, Gainwell. He has looked good in Pittsburgh. He has. You know, it makes me angry, kind of, because, you know, why did we not know how to use them? Do you think the coach will coach differently in playoffs? Well, I think what you're going to see is, I think the biggest difference we're going to see is I think you're going to see Jalen run a lot more. And I think that's going to help open up the run game in itself. I do think see everybody complains about the offense. I think that if you look at a lot of the games during the season, the offense comes out and they move the ball, and then they just go cold. They get like, they play that prevent offense. If they just keep the pedal on the metal, I think they'll be fine. I mean, they're not going to be perfect, but I think they'll be fine. And if you don't turn over the ball, you'll win. I kind of do, Gerardo. I kind of do, because it was really, really bad. And I think Jalen really didn't like it. I think A.J. Brown was obviously super frustrated with it. I do. Major Pain, my man, thank you for the super chat. He goes, your boy failed, Pumper. Where were you? Ooh, Harbaugh to the Raiders. That's interesting. Patullo's running offense, but Nick has stepped in, so KP is going regardless of what that tells you. Yeah, but he's running Nick's philosophy. It's Nick's offense. You know what I mean? But I don't think he's a great coach, because I think if you look, he doesn't do well with adjustments in game. I think that's one of the biggest problems with their offense. They can't make when they come out, they always seem to move the ball well. But as soon as the defense makes adjustments, it takes them 3 quarters to figure it out. That's, to me, the biggest problem I have with Patullo. 500, would you fire the head coach if we don't win? No. I would not fire. To me, and I'm just keeping it real, there's nothing Nick Sirianni can do to get fired. You can't fire him. But you can strip him having any say in the offense that you run. And I would be okay with that. Philly Gridiron, thank you for super chat. Straight jacket getting unbuttoned Sunday. Yeah, that's what we need. Eagles need to completely reconstruct the playbook under a different offensive coordinator with more motion complex routes. I agree. I think Jalen Hurts is starving for something better. I really do. And you could still be smart about things. Like when we talk about different offense, nobody's saying that you can't be safe or play the turnover battles to a certain extent. But you can't go like 3 quarters and do nothing. There's too many games where it's like you come out, you look great versus the Buccaneers in the first half, 24-6. I talk about it all the time. Jalen Hurts. You know what they used to say about Jalen Hurts against Tampa? He couldn't stop the blitz. The blitz that Tampa would throw at him confused them. Well, in the first half of that game versus Tampa, he was 9 for 9 versus the blitz. He was 15 to 17 at halftime. He came out in the second half, didn't complete a pass. Same thing with the Denver Broncos game. Up 14 points 8 minutes ago. The Dallas game, you're up 21-0. It's like they play a prevent offense, and that's what kills us, I think. This Eagles episode of Hard Knocks. Yeah, it is. I need to get it started. Thank you for reminding me. You're right. I need to get it going. Just a lot to talk about today. It's a busy day for me. Everything's getting back to normal from the holidays. All right, let's go. I'm going to set it up, and I'll give everybody about 5 minutes, whoever wants to kind of be on the same time as me. And we'll get this episode started. I got to put a huge TV stand together when I'm done. I'm going to be up till 11 o'clock. That mother effer has so many pieces. What the hell? All right, here you go. I'm hitting play, and it's going skip a period. So I got Hard Knocks Tuesday 9. So give you guys a couple minutes to get there if you want to watch it with me. We need an offensive coordinator from Shanahan or McVay tree. A lot of motion, eye candy, multiple formation. What do you think? What do you think, King Diego of Kingsbury, if he wasn't to get a head coaching job? Clark, thank you for the super chat. 500. What's up, buddy? I think it's time for the defense to absolutely dominate these 4 games. My 40th birthday is Friday. Go friggin' Birds, man. Happy birthday, man. And thank you so much, my man. I appreciate it. Nick, thank you for the super chat. Niners down every linebacker. We better attack the middle of the field. Now, that's one of the things we don't do enough, in my opinion. Lane's returning to practice on Friday, or Wednesday, I'm sorry. That's good. So tomorrow. Yeah, Gannon got... See, I want the Cowboys to hire Gannon. Go hire Jonathan Gannon. They better leave Clint Hurt the frig alone. Dude, I love Clint Hurt. Clint Hurt, to me... I want Clint Hurt to be the when Vic Fangio retires, I want Clint Hurt to be the defensive coordinator. Like, to me, Clint Hurt has been so good for our defensive line. Jalen Hunt, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter. I do not want to lose him to Dallas. Yeah, Goddard has a big game. I like it. Marcos has like 2 butt cheeks. I can't say it's... Mark's so happy today. Yeah, they could have Gannon, you know. I wanted to see what my man thought about, I didn't see his comment. I wanted to see what my man thought about Kingsbury. I heard Stefanski is from Philly. No, it's only a situation. What do you guys think of Stefanski? I know he's a hot name offensive coach-wise, but, I mean, did you ever see anything out of Cleveland that made you think, yeah, let's go? I don't know. I know he was a decent coordinator, but I don't know. I'm sure most of these coaches will be off the market by the time the bird season is over, and we might be stuck with KP for another year. Yeah, we'll see. Philly, when are you doing your playoff predictions? Well, I was going to do the Eagles one. Oh, yeah, you're right. It's a Saturday game. No, the Eagles are Sunday game. So I'll do the Eagles game. I'll have their preview Friday. As far as the other games, if you guys want me to do predictions on those, I can do that probably Thursday or probably Friday. No, actually, I'll do it on Friday. Friday, I'll do them all. I hate this scheme. It sucked over never. Yeah, it has. I really know about Stefanski. I don't either, but I hear he's going to be a hot name, you know. 500, do you think the front office would ever strip Nick of the offensive duties and get some hand independent? Yeah, I do. I actually do. Yeah. No, not for the rest of the year. We'll do it back up in all season. It just with the playoffs now here, you know, and everything going on, I just don't have time. I needed to make sure that I was spending a little more time with my family on Saturdays because just not spending enough time with them. So I paused it basically until the all season, and then we can start it back up. Yeah, I don't know what Frank is up to, you know. Stefanski would be better at KP, even though that was on a bum-ass Browns. I know, but he's a hot name for an offensive coordinator position. All right, so we're gonna start this right now. Stefanski has a great mind for offense. Look at what he did with Baker and Nick Chubb. But yeah. I mean, look, I wouldn't mind. Anything's an improvement over Patullo. Thank you, Justin Eagle fan. But I mean, we'll be back. We'll be back again. All right, here we go. We're starting this episode. Episode 6. It should be all about the Eagles at this point. All right, I'm going to hit play. All right, here we go. I'm going to have to grab my other... I need my other AirPod. Last week was a good episode. All right. You're doing a review. Okay, yeah, good. Philly, I don't see how the Eagles get to Purdy 40-20. Why don't you think they'll get to Purdy? I don't understand, Vamos. I don't think their offensive line is all that. Niners don't get to our quarterback. It's going to be a problem for them. I actually think we match up really well with the Niners. Niners are light work. We don't have to worry about anything second hand. Yeah. Light work. All right, their intro's playing. Big Seal's new defensive line coach. Maybe. I like that he has to eat crow on Jordan Davis, though. Bro, I'm sick of Cilio doubting Hurts' development. Name another quarterback, same. I know. I feel like I fight the same thing every year or every week. Now, if you guys see the logo on here, that's because I'm following along with the show. And when they're playing a certain team, I put the logo so everybody says or doesn't ask me who they're talking about. That's what it means. They think the Niners are scoring 40. What the hell? The Eagles have let up one game, 30 points all season. Yeah, that's not happening. Yeah, he should do it. Mark needs another scapegoat. When is Dean coming back? I think they said Dean's going to play this week. Chris says throwing on third and 3 or less is the biggest issue with our offense. Run the damn ball in short yard situations. Well, I think not being in third and short enough. There are too many third and longs this year. Now they're going to Dallas. I think Vic Fangio expects him to play. 41-7, Philly pops his victory cigar. Oh, yeah, San Francisco leads Philly red hot. But I like it, man. Corporate Brian Pumper, thank you for super chat. 500. Shanahan is too good of a coach to have 2 bad game plans in a row. He also 8-0 in the first round divisional rounds. I have bad vibes, very spooky. We'll see. He's also a choker. So we'll see. I think it's a tough matchup. I think that Seattle game took a lot out of the Niners. Any chance to be hiding for playoffs, or is it the same playbook? I think it's the same playbook. But I do think you're going to see Hurts run a lot more. So they're going to every other team not named the Eagles. They said Grok said there's 3 episodes left. To me, that tells me like the rest of them are going to be all about Philly. Eagles don't have any margin of error with KP and Nick running this offense. Have to win turnabout and absolutely. With all the rule changes, I think Shanahan will forget some of the new rules. Yeah, you might be right. Now they're going back to the Philly. Let's go, baby. Oh, talking about the decision to rest the starters. Let's see what this moron says. God, this pisses me off. This pisses me off so bad. Season finale is the 13th. Oh, okay. So what? That's like what? Next week? Wow, I didn't know Jalen Phillips haven't had a bye week yet. That's fair for him. 500. Brian Baldy said, I don't think Lane Johnson's going to... Yeah, that's what I heard, Professor. He said we got to win this effing game. They're showing A.J. Brown now walking. Brandon Graham, Hurts. I friggin' love Jordan Davis, by the way. They're talking to Tanner McKee now. We could beat the Niners if Lane needs another week. Oh, I agree. Lane has a list, Frankie. Those injuries are nasty. I'm surprised they haven't ruled him out. Yeah, I was shocked too. Eagles suck. We got 5 rings. Like 30 years ago. I mean, have you guys ever stopped talking about your Am I yelling? I'm sorry. It's because I have 2 earphones on. It's because I have these on. I'll try to whisper. Is that better? If Nick Sirianni screws up for Nick Sirianni, I can't do it. I got to take the earpiece out. I can't hear myself. If Nick Sirianni screws up for Nick Sirianni to go get John Harbaugh, keep Fangio and get Frank Wright as off. Dude, Harbaugh. You're good. So Nick Sirianni's telling Vic Fangio about he's superstitious. They're showing Jordan Davis' block and how Nick went to Clay and said, "Can we block this?" I love that game. Who are they promised a Super Bowl next year? He did it again in the Buffalo game. The O-line has to play well, and Jalen can't turn the ball over, and the offense coordinator has to take the. I agree, and stay aggressive when you go up. Don't get comfortable with a 13-point lead. Now talking about Jordan Davis. They're talking about Jordan Davis right now. This is great. If I thought Jordan Davis should get All-Pro, though. He should have, yeah. Definitely. He'll get it next year. I friggin' love this guy, man. I friggin' love this guy. I just think he's like the Brandon Graham, of the future for us. I like his attitude and how he is. I like that he plays. I like that he wants to be better. I just love the guy. I want to keep him. Harbaugh looks like a real man, but looks like a pizza boy. Watch Harbaugh in New York. Hurts better hand off football Barkley because he can't throw. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tell that to the Chiefs. Gary says, those 5 Super Bowls you guys won were so long ago that those trophies were made of copper. JD will get... Yeah, he will. Jalen Hunt, too. How about Jalen Hunt? Jalen Hunt is arguably better than Nolan Smith. So they're all singing. The defensive line singing. They're just showing Jordan Davis and Jalen Hunt having a good time, smiling. Great players. They're talking about Davis's play now. So Davis got twice the number of snaps as last year. He looks so friggin' good. I love this guy. I love him. I love Jordan Davis, dude. He's talking about entitlement. That he feels like sometimes. Oh, now they're talking Clint Hurt. I love Clint Hurt. Damn. They're talking about Davis maturing and figuring out what he had to do. And Davis is saying he wants to always avoid trying to feel entitled. And they're talking about how hard he works. Jordan Davis is not going anywhere. We're going to sign him long term. The one, Christopher Michael, thank you for Super Chat. If the O could be just effing average, we'd go far. I agree. And it will be. 3,500, stir the gravy or milk the cow. Which is the gesture's better? For me, it's stir the gravy. Davis is just talking about working hard and cutting out the sweets, and he's all into fitness. I'm not going to lie. I think Davis Carr is going to come clutch, especially. I agree. Davis got stuff he did. You know how to destroy the Cowboy fans? You realize they are on the couch. The royalty doesn't argue with peasants. I love it. Well, he's just talking about being in shape and how much he feels. God, I love that guy. He's not going anywhere. Eagles got ripped taking Davis over Hamilton. Also got ripped taking Graham over Earl Thomas. Kind of hard to say that about. I think it's kind of hard to say about Graham. Earl Thomas early on, yeah, but he kind of faded. Graham kept going and got better with age. Davis, I think Davis is on an up and up. They're talking about, Jay Phillips talking about cats and dogs. They're at dinner now. Defense is at dinner. Defensive line's at dinner. Everybody loves Jordan Davis's personality. You could tell. 517.5. Will Nick pull? Yeah, that's what I worry about, Clark. Phillips going to take Purdy out of Reddick. Yeah. Eagles celebrating the New Year's. Defensive line is. Defense unity is off the charts. Jordan Davis just made a toast at dinner celebrating New Year's. Philly, I've been with you on Davis since the beginning. I knew he would turn around what he's become. Yeah, Mike. He's awesome, man. That was the best. That was maybe the longest segment the Eagles have had. This whole thing. No, I haven't. I haven't noticed it. Is he really? What up, Carlos? Yeah, it's on HBO Max. Davis is the new Fletcher Cox, but so I think he's more of Brandon Graham. Like, I think he's got that contagious personality, you know? Last time I saw Jordan Davis led all defensive tackles. That's impressive for a guy not only blow up the run, yeah, but also run down the running back's size. Yeah, it's true. So do you think they were trying to showcase 10 of the last game by having him throw to win the game? That's why they benched Bigsby. I do. Actually, I do. I think so, and I think it backfired. So what's the coordinator you see happening? Coordinator change? I think you'll see an offensive coordinator change. I think regardless, we're going to see it. Hey, Philly, any chance you could re-upload or PM me the reaction to some? Yeah, I can re-upload it. I'll try to do that in the next 2 days. Parry Nickerson has been signed to the practice squad. Did you see that? No. But thank you for telling me that. It seemed like they were in a hurt tenor. They did. Thank God Davis got in shape because he struggled when he first and then left next year and picked a bus. I agree. Hold on 1 second. Come on, Mama. Sorry, my cat wanted to come in. Man, the segment on Jordan Davis tonight was fantastic. I'm going to have to watch that again. I'm going to try to keep Phillips. My priority on defense is to sign Jalen Carter long-term and Jordan Davis. I am not letting Jordan Davis walk. Jordan Davis is not going anywhere. Either of those two guys are going anywhere. Even if I have to let Nolan Smith go in 2 years, I will. I am not. I'll let Jalen Carter. I'll let Jalen Phillips out the door before those two guys. Yeah, like I was saying. Yeah, the haters want to start 10 on Sunday, please. Yeah. Davis dealt with baby fat as well. Got to give the defensive tackles develop. Yeah, well, he was talking about it, and he was saying he was saying that he cut the sweets out and learned to say no. And he just kind of figured it out condition-wise. And now he wants to get even better. Davis proved a lot to me this year, Philly. He did, yeah. Nakobe is high priority to me. Yeah, I think we should definitely try to get him signed too. But I think having two stud defensive tackles, I think will be fine. And Jalen Hunt is developing nicely. If you can get Jalen Phillips, bring him back. If you can't and he goes, I think you make a play for Crosby. I don't think it was a coincidence that Max Crosby said everything he said about the Eagles and playing in Philly a few weeks ago on that podcast. That's his way of saying, I would love to go there. Q and Coop got started. They will. You can see how quicker and his stamina's nice. And he's getting better at pass rushing. He had 4.5 sacks this year. Yeah, Trotter looked really good out there. Yeah, Trotter did. 500. Cam Williams looked food versus Washington. Remember, he was ranked highly, but drafted late. What do you think the future is for us? I think we're going to have to make some changes on the offensive line. I think it's got to happen. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what Crosby is. I want Nakobe back, but to prove it on 1 year deal, I think he's got someone will pay him. Someone will. If I was Dallas, I would jump all over him. Nick, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, I think we go after Garrett or Max first. I could see that. The thing that scares me right now, that scares me. The thing I don't like is they're saying the Cowboys are going to go after Clint Hurt as defensive coordinator. I don't want to lose him. We see why. Yeah, exactly. I'll tell you what, Fangio, all the questions we had, why didn't you play this guy, why didn't you play that guy, we learned really, really quick, didn't we? Do you think BG still has it, or do you think he should? I think if he can return one more year, I think he should. I think he showed me enough. I think he could still play another year. They're at Washington talking to Washington players. No. Who cares? Eagles will block the Cowboys from interviewing. I don't know if they can. I think you can't block if it's an upgrade job. So if it's a defensive coordinator spot, I don't think the Eagles can. Ringo and Bennett can't play quarterback in the NFL. Honestly, they should cut them and promote other players just to relegate Ringo's special. Yeah, Ringo's a good special teamer, though. There's no way he takes it. Clark, I hope not, man. Hopefully we'll be in the playoffs long enough that they'll get their guys hired before that. Do you think Cam will play guard? The Eagles have... I don't know. I do think they need to upgrade at right guard. So, we'll see. How much do you blame Stoutland as a run game quarterback? It's hard for me to blame him only because of his track record. But what I do blame them for is I don't think their guys were healthy all year. Like, I don't think Cam Jurgens was healthy all year. I don't think Landon was either. And I think they shouldn't have played those guys. To me, that's what I kind of blame. But I have to give Stoutland kind of a pass. Yeah, you wish, Nad. First time on a while this O-line has struggled like this. Yeah. We can't even have a peaceful night. I wonder how our offense is going to do if Clint and King get defensive coordinator. I mean, I think we'll be all right, but I just don't want him in Dallas. I would tell Clint Hurt or Christian Parker. I would tell one of those guys, we want you to stay, and you're going to be the future defensive coordinator when Fangio goes. And then pay them more money and keep them. I like to see Lampkin have a shot center next year. Competition brings out the best. I know your camp plan. I agree. Agreed. If it's a lateral move, you have to stay with the contract. But if it's promotion, yeah, exactly. JSY, Davis Super Chat. Do you get active in free agency or cornerback 2 or tight end? Can't draft every position. I really think it just depends. Like, I personally probably would look for a decent corner vet. I want somebody that could come in and play right away. That probably where I would like to see them go free agency. Because I really think they need to invest some of the young picks in offensive line. Jalen Hurts is putting his entire city on his back. Yeah, he is. I think Christian Parker takes over Vic's job when he retires. Yeah, he should. I mean, he's been with Vic a long time, so he knows really well. But I like Clint Hurt, man. I really like Clint Hurt. Snap, thank you for the super chat, my man. I appreciate you. You can make Clint the assistant head coach and keep him here with the promise of the defensive coordinator job when Vic retires. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You got to do that for Parker or him. My hope is that these teams fill in a lot of the coaching staff because we go far, and they got to be here one more year. Yeah. The Niners picked up Kaiser White. We know how to stop him. Love seeing Kill cry after the Seahawks game. It was beautiful. What's your thought on Blankenship? You think we should bring him back? I think you should bring him back, and I don't think he's going to I don't think he's going to cost people nearly as much as they think he is. So I think you can get him for a reasonable mid safety contract. I think you bring him back. Oh yeah, I'm using your only shot talking phrase. You bone that. Oh, you guys are fighting? Showing Brian Burns now. Battleship is slow. Yeah, I mean, he's not perfect, but I don't think he's going to cost you a lot. You try to keep the coaches that got you to where you were today Super Bowl bound. I agree. I saw somewhere that an AJ trade after June 1st would save the Eagles $7 million. I don't want to see it happen, but money-wise, possible post June 1st. It is, or they'll redo his contract. I think a lot of people expecting AJ to get traded. I don't think it's necessarily going to happen. Love that Skittle Kittle is scared of us, Philly. I do. I agree. $500. Food for thought. Nick knows if he messes this year up, he's gone. Maybe that's why the Conservatives play on offense. Well, you think he's gone? I mean, you think they'll I don't think that if we lose in round 1, God forbid, I don't think Nick's going anywhere. I don't. Man, I could see Trotter and Campbell being at linebackers down the road. Trotter looked good. Didn't Trotter look good? The mic'd up with Blank and Coop, way more respect for Blank after that dude's a leader. He's a leader, and I think, he's got the ear of that defense. I would keep him. Like I said, I don't think he's going to cost you a lot of money. I think for the value of what you probably can get him for, might as well keep him. I don't think he's going to cost you top 10 safety money. Nothing like that. I don't think he makes as much as C.J. Gardner-Johnson made with us last year. I see we are feared in the NFC, even though Petula's running plays. Yeah, you got to respect the champs. That's what I've been telling people this week. You got to respect the champs. How it works magic to keep AJ, in all honesty, watch. He's an AJ guy. I think if you get a new coordinator, you change the offense a little bit, I think he'll be fine. Colin, thank you, man, for being here. He says, 500, I'm scared they're going to go away from Tank in the run game. If only they rotated their backs like Doug and Andy. Even Chip Dip Kelly rotated backs better. He needs a minimum 10 carries. I'm staying with the dream I had about A.J. Brown being traded to the Patriots for 2 first-round picks, and then the Eagles traded first pick and got Justin Jefferson. I'd be shocked if they got 1 first-round pick, let alone 2. I think people are gonna be like, I think you're gonna be getting offered 4th-round picks for him, 3rd-round picks for him, and I don't want to do that. I'd rather keep him. No, here we go, crap boys. Did you see Hunt led us in sacks? Yeah, Hunt did. Would be crazy if KP starts running to the outside with Barkley all of a sudden. Yeah, if the Eagles come out and score like 40 points, then you're going to be like, what the frig? I agree. He's got to go. And then you go to Nick and say, look, Nick, we just want you to be the coach. Let's get a real coordinator in here that can run their offense. And that's what we got to do. I don't do a lot of stocks. I don't get into stock. I get more into crypto than stocks, to be honest with you, Brian. I like crypto. I like buying like gold and silver, physical gold and silver. I don't like stocks in it, but that's about it. Tom Brady said best the other day, the Eagles are a sleeper and top team that will be in the Super Bowl. I agree. Yeah, silver is what you want to buy right now, sure. I want an old school offensive corner that's on Vic's level like Dougie P. or Frank. I get it. I totally get it. So now they're focusing on Schottenheimer. Man, I love your idea of trading AJ next offseason. It's not my idea. Everything to move up. Yeah. Yeah, in 2 years. Yeah, you'd have to trade them. And somebody would have to do it. You have to say, look, we'll trade AJ, but we want a 2027 first. Not a 2026 first, a 2027 first. That's how you do it. Then all of a sudden, you're playing with 2 first-round picks to go up and get a receiver. It can be done. Brian Frank Wright, he's the perfect play caller for our situation. Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with that. 500 buys NASA stock. I'm banned from NASA, dude. I am banned. KSF, thank you for the super chat. He goes, I would keep Blankenship, develop Makuba, draft a cornerback 2 in the first, and hire Stefanski and McDaniel or the ball at offensive coordinator. Petullo, seriously, is not it. I don't want the ball. I don't want him. When people told me when I brought silver at 35, it was never going to 75.2 already. Yeah, oh no, silver's worth it. I buy. I haven't bought a lot of gold and silver in a long time. It's been a while, but I do have some. I do. I've been playing crypto. I do need to buy some physical gold and silver though. Hey, does anyone? Nope. I don't know anything about that. Is Stefanski coach? He call him plays. That's true. I wonder who Jalen wants to bring in. Me too. Who the F thinks we get 2 first round for AJ? Who would like to get a single second round? You won't get a second round pick. But you might get a high pick if you say 2 years from now. That's what I'm thinking. 500 people are watching. Oh, thank you guys. Everyone hit that like. Only 229 likes. I've been grinding my axe faces. What is that? This is probably the last episode we're going to see any of these other teams. Next week it's going to be all Eagles. Cowboys are such bums, dude. Hit that like button's right. Renzo says, what's going on, Philly? I feel good, man. I feel really good. How are you doing? Remember this beginning of the year when Dak Prescott met the owner of the Rams and said, we'll see you in the NFC Championship game? What happened? Christian McCaffrey stands for something. Guys, I know you. The Jordan Davis segment is fantastic, dude. I need to go back and watch that again. The dude from Ohio State would be your new younger AJ. They're built for same. Well, I agree. And you've got to make that transition. Over the next few years, the Eagles got to go from paying all of these offensive players to getting young offensive players and paying the defense. Devontae stays long term. It goes into the playoffs until Eagles are according to Google. It goes into the playoffs until the Eagles are, okay. So we get at least one more week and then one more week after that. Okay, I like that. Van Helsing, thank you for super chat. 500, I forgot Happy New Year. Oh, thank you, man. Happy New Year to you, too. 500, you need a Kelly Green and white chair. I know. This chair is all getting all... See what my cat did to this chair? I got to get a new one. Davey says we're winning it all. I agree. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to think. I feel like Josh Allen, this is the year he's got to do something. You know? So we'll see. So they're showing Dak took the offensive line out to lunch. I was going to say, I agree with that, except Smitty, he's going to retire. No, Smitty stays. Smitty stays. He doesn't go anywhere. He stays. But you get another young receiver. You know, you don't pay a lot. You draft a young running back to take Barkley's place in a few years. You start getting young offensive linemen, and you rebuild that offense with young guys around Jalen. But you start paying that defense. So it's funny how the stars were aligning. As soon as you said that, my damn thing went out. Did you see that? That was kind of weird. So it's funny how the stars were aligning at halftime just for all to come crashing down. I know. You got to get another Super Bowl before you do anything with the offense. And AJ, meaning this year, you need AJ for another 2 years. I want him for another 2 years. Proper, thank you for the super chat, my man. I'm pretty bummed out with how we depleted my team is. Literally the 4th-string linebackers now. If you do win, I hope you or the Bears take out the Hawks and the Rams. Thank you, Proper. We will. Don't worry. The Eagles will take care of it for you if we do. You guys are banged up, man. You guys are banged up. There's no doubt. Yeah, I did see that, Joe. I did. And he deserves some praise. NASA stocks calls it did. Good night, Philly. All right, Gary, you have a great night. Flyers up to 4 minutes. Awesome. Philly haters think we're one and done. They're praying, but it's not going to happen. So they're showing Dak taking off this line to lunch. Who cares? Finally, they're back home to where it matters. All right. Now they're talking about the Eagles. And they're talking about the Eagles not playing their starters. Talking about how it playing a guy that's getting a chance could bring out a star that you didn't know you had. So Stoutland's talking in the room. No, Dak didn't. He did choke the bill though. Man, Eagles logo is fire. This one? You mean which one? So they're showing Tanner now. I think they're still going to keep AJ and Smith. I don't think none of them are going. I hope you're right. The one, okay, on the screen. Yeah, it is cool. My cat just saw Dallas coach talking and looked and attacked the TV. Smart cat. Who cares about the Giants, dude? Boy, I can't wait for these other teams to be gone. Jerry Jones was more worried about, well, maybe, probably. We probably make more money there, huh? I hope, yeah, I think Dallas needs to hire Gannon too. Please hire Gannon. It's the perfect guy. I think the Flyers are doing pretty good so far. Yeah, that's good. I haven't watched any. No, I don't know. Tank, last I heard, Tank was doing great with his brother. But, yeah, I don't have any new kittens, unfortunately. Hey, Philly, what are they going to offer Goddard? Does Howie let them test free agency and then make an offer? I think they're going to try to sign Goddard, to be honest with you, but we'll see. So if Jalen Hurts' hair starts receding, we have to get rid of him, correct? No. We just have him shave his head. Crazy how they hardly show Hurts on Hard Knocks. He has no personality. He's just a guy. Yeah, I mean, he's just built that way, you know? But you know what? As long as he goes out and wins in the big games, like this week, I don't care. I mean, I'd rather be real like that than be like Dak Prescott. Like, acting like you could give two shits whether you win or lose. Because that's the impression I get with him. When they lose, he looks like he's fine. He don't care. All right, they're showing the Giants-Dallas game now. Hard Knocks production doesn't like the Eagles. We're not giving them drama. I think what it is I also think that, you know, probably for the next 2 weeks, they're only going to be talking about the Eagles. There's going to be no need to talk about these other teams. $500, I want a Sirianni and Patulga. There's no way. There's no way they're going to fire Sirianni. We are going to see Keely Ringo's Hall of Fame play on Hard Knocks. Oh my God, that play was so bad, dude. The crossover unit. Oh, thank you. I had this. Oh man, I've had this since 2001. My grandmother gave it to me. So like, even though I said about the stars falling, I bet Shane will return to us, and Gannon will be defensive with the Cowboys. Shane and Gannon will run it back. Well, Shane's staying in Indy. Indy's not firing him. So I don't think Shane's coming back this year. It's still interesting. Hard Knocks Guru says that we'll follow the Eagles until we get bounced in the playoffs if we do. So we got another month then. We ain't getting bounced. We're winning the whole thing. This Hard Knocks is going to go to the Super Bowl. Could you imagine how cool that would be? Carter, your old team daddy? 500. Love the 3 seed because that keeps the back-to-back home games intact. Going back-to-back, you get it. How do you get 2 back-to-back home games? I don't understand, Donnie. You're only guaranteed 1 home game as a 3 seed. You have to have somebody upset somebody. If you're talking there's going to be an upset, okay. But otherwise, you're only guaranteed 1. I'd rather have 2 home games, guaranteed. Yeah, Colts owner said Shane has to deliver next. Yeah. Eagles not winning the Super Bowl. Bang, bang, now again, yo. Nah, we're winning the whole thing again. I know Niner fans are not happy. I think the Niners, I'm going to be honest. I think they blew their load versus Seattle. I don't think they mentally recovered from it. What's with people wanting to fight a coach who never misses the playoffs? It's been like 2 Super Bowls. Stop hating. I bet y'all Cowboy fans acting like Eagle fans. They're not going to fire him. They need to make some adjustments with how they do their offense, but you can't fire him with that kind of record. Yeah, we're winning the thing. The Eagles about to shock the world. Watch. I feel like we're built for the playoffs. I really do. I feel like we're built for the playoffs. I feel like people are underestimating the defending champs. Defending champs in the playoffs are always a hard out. I wish Slate could have been part of. Oh, me too. I feel like if the Eagles lose in the playoffs, it's not going to be because we homer away. It's going to be because coaching sucked. I don't know about that. I think the playoffs record is like 77% of the time a home team wins the playoff game. I think it'll be the opposite. I think it'll be a big part of it. Who do you think is filling the vacancy, Baltimore? I don't know, but that's probably right. As of right now, I've got to think that's the most coveted job, right? It's got to be the most coveted job. So, I don't know. That's beautiful. Anywhere, anytime, any place. Well, we're getting it. I think Morning Week's retired, isn't he? Pretty big news. Joey Bosa won't be a link. Yeah, where's he at? They're showing the Giants-Cowboys game. Stinks. I could barely watch this game while it was live. You're trying to block for Johnson. Yeah, Bosa's in Buffalo. Yeah, true. I won Super Bowl as the 1 seed and the 2 seed, and now it's time for... I like it. We can do it. Giants and Cowboys game was ass. I couldn't even watch it, dude. All right, they're getting ready to go to the Eagles game now. This is going to be interesting. I want to see during the Eagles, when they show the Eagles-Washington game, I want to see if anybody's saying to Nick, hey, Detroit is up 16-0. Nick, Detroit's up 16-0. Hey, Nick, we want to check in with you. They're up 16-0. Brooks, thank you for the super chat. Let's get Max Crosby so when Brandon Graham returns, he can take his place. Also want to keep Phillips. I like it. Here we go. They just said, then there was one. That's right. Hey, Phil, not sure if this happens. It's been asked. Any coaches that were fired could help us. I think Cliff Kingsbury from Washington, their offensive coordinator, was fired. I think he would be a great pickup for the Eagles. Stefanski, also head coach of Cleveland, got fired. Good offensive coordinator. So there's a couple guys, if they decide to change, that are out there. Man, Jordan Davis is just pumping the team up. Jordan Davis is showing me in this episode specifically what an important piece to the defense he is in terms of a leader. He's the guy talking to the defense. He's the guy talking while they're out at dinner. He's the guy talking to the guys at practice. I think Jordan Davis is a leader of this team. He reminds me in that way like Brandon Graham. You can't get rid of Jordan Davis. You have to sign him long term. He is. He is. This is the Jordan Davis is a leader episode. I'm gonna make sure I put that. All right, so now they're showing the Eagles game, and Tanner McKee's in. Here we go. Now they're talking about Devontae Smith on the field. Yeah, I like that idea, Pete. Now they're showing the play. They're showing him going to Devontae Smith early. Oliver, what's going on? He goes, I love 3,500. I'm looking forward to seeing the Eagles running it back to back. And all we got to do in regular season and get into playoffs mode. Let's go, Birds. I love it. Now they're talking about Devontae hitting 1,000. They show McKee and the big catch by Devontae at the 32. He got his 1,000 and he comes out of the game. I love Devontae Smith. And they're showing him taking him out. Nick is yelling at him. Nick saying, you took a hit, you were supposed to run out of bounds. And they're talking about his 1,000 yards. And therefore, I don't know what you're talking about. We need an old head offensive coordinator. They don't move on. I like that. Devontae Smith is my favorite. Yeah, he's my favorite Eagle too. But I tell you what, Jordan Davis might be 2 or 3. Now they're talking about Bobby Wagner getting 2,000 career tackles. If they didn't take out Smitty, McKee would have had over 300. You're probably right. Wow. So Johnson was playing for his second career win as a starter. He's only got 1 career win as a starter. That's pathetic. Jordan Davis is a beast. All right, Daz, I'll see you, brother. Yep. Now showing Johnson tying the game up. Yeah, I like some Venezuelan cigars. Sure. I can't wait to see this defense go crazy on the whiners. Me too. Now they're showing Washington taking over. They're going to show Ringo. They're showing Washington won the game. We're going to have 8 sacks and 3 fumble recovery. I like it, Ryan. Riley. Now Jordan Davis is walking off the field saying we're going to make this run now. We're going to win this game. We're going to win the playoffs. Jordan Davis is talking. I love me too. I need his jersey and I need Barkley. Yes. Wow. I love Jordan Davis talking about we got to win. I love it. Man, what was Ringo thinking on that? Oh my God. That was so bad. Now they're in Washington's locker room. Philly blowout about to be so bad they're going to call up, play JD because we got our D-line going to carry. I hope so. You need a tank jersey down to Barkley? Wonder why Vic can care less about your talent. Better have a football IQ, something Reno doesn't have. He cares less about the talent. Carter, Smitty, Hurts are my favorite Eagles. I love it. Devontae is amazing. No, we haven't. Cujo, we have not played him since that collapse. No. Well, now they're showing Washington going to Cancun, Dallas going to Cancun. They're showing them packing up. They're showing the other three teams all packing up. Let's get back to the team that matters. Dak loves Cancun. He might be mayor of Cancun. So the Eagles are one and done in the playoffs? Nah, I don't believe that. They're basically doing the whole closing on the other three teams. They're saying basically telling the other three teams you're done. And it says it leaves the Eagles. It's next week's going to be all Eagles. It's going to be the best episode yet, especially when we win. Yeah, I am going on Cilio's show tomorrow. I'll also be streaming in the morning too. So before that, I'll be streaming. All right, it's over, and we done. So they basically, I think we'd seen the last of the Giants, Washington, and Dallas. Maybe they'll show get firing coaches, but pretty much it's over for them. Flyos fly, right? What head coaches that got fired have the best chance to be? I don't know. I don't know if any have a great chance of being on Eagles. I think Cliff Kingsbury, the offensive coordinator of Washington, could be a neat guy to watch. So just get rid of Ringo? Possibly. Philly too good on defense to be one and done. Their offense can play average and still have a chance. Agree. Eagles show from now on Hard Knocks. Yeah, I think it's going to be all Eagles now. So I'm down with that. But no, that's it. That's the episode. So just a reminder, I will be live tomorrow, probably around between 11 and 12 Eastern. I'll be on Jacob Sports at 1:30, and then I'll probably have a video. So it's a busy day tomorrow. 500, I think Jalen Hunt is going at the right time. He's been balling out. He's getting better and better. 500, rest up to recuperate, my brother. Eagles have another 4 games to play. You got it, Davey. It's been kind of crazy the last 2 days. Coming back away from, from Christmas and New Year's. Did I just see that show? HBO Max got a show called Lanterns coming out. Is that about Green Lantern? That used to be my favorite superhero growing up. That'd be cool. 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, 4:30 Eastern. 1:30 Pacific. Dak Prescott was just happy getting numbers this season. He didn't want. I mean, when I saw Dak, that Arizona game, coming off the field, he was smiling and happy. And I'm thinking, oh, he wouldn't survive in Philly. I didn't like it. I think he always seems too happy after a loss. I want this bad, then get back against the Bears. I don't see Packers upsetting. I don't think they're going to upset Chicago either. I think the Eagles are going to go into Chicago and they're going to beat them. That's what I think. And it's going to be bad for Chicago because the Eagles are going to be pissed about that first game. I think that's what's going to happen. Here's what I think. Here's how I think it plays out. I think Chicago wins this week. I think the Eagles win this week. And I think the Rams beat Carolina this week. Then you're going to have the Eagles head to Chicago. I think they're going to upset them. And I think the Rams are going to go to Seattle, and they're going to beat them. And then you're going to get the NFC Championship game is going to be in Philly, Rams-Eagles. That's what I think is going to happen. I hope Dallas hires... I hope they hire Chip Kelly. I know. I agree. How do you feel going into NFC? I feel great. I feel great. I think the Eagles are going to turn it on. I think a lot of the problems we had, it's not going to be as effective, My prediction is Harbaugh goes to Atlanta. See, my prediction is Harbaugh goes to the Giants. New York hires Chip Dip. That would be nice. Those will all be nice. Let me get this off. I think as long as the Kingsbury run the offense, the team would be top 10 offense again. I agree. I think Kingsbury would be a great fit for Jalen. Sam Darnold, 2020 playoff stat line, 300 yards, 5 interceptions, 2 touchdowns, home loss to the Rams. Yeah, I just got a feeling that they're going to... If I think Seattle... If Seattle plays Green Bay, I think they win. But if they got to play the Rams, I think they lose. Unless Carolina wins, then they'll beat Carolina. I think the worst matchup for the Seattle Seahawks is the Rams. I think that's the absolute worst matchup they can get. So Jay Cutler goes strong. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Lantern's about Green Lantern, and it's created by the guy who wrote Lost. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'll definitely check it out. You're a true Eagle fan when you remember rooting for Sam Bradford. Dude, how about when you remember rooting for Ron Jaworski and your favorite part of the Eagles game was when Randall Cunningham would come in on third downs when he was just starting out. And Buddy Ryan was trying to invent the third down quarterback. That was... Harbaugh has come back to Philly to be Eagles offensive coordinator. Well, is he really an offensive coordinator? He was a special teams coach. I don't even know if he would do the offense. I think that if I'm the Giants, I'm going all out for Harbaugh. But we'll see. I heard the ball. I think the ball's gonna get. I think Washington's talking to the ball. I don't want the ball. I don't care for him. Rooting for Roman Gabriel and white helmets. Yeah, see, that's a little before my time, but I want to bring the white helmets back. I definitely do. Yeah, Giants can have KP. And I think Dallas should hire Jonathan Gannon as defensive coordinator. I think that would be two great situations. Yeah, I don't either. McNabb for me? Yeah, McNabb, I remember it well. Rodney, Pete, AJ Field, Jeff Garcia rooted for all of them. Me too, man. Me too. Those were the days, weren't they? Those were the days. Man, young Eagle fans are so spoiled now. I'm glad you are, but man, we suffered. Giants better get Harbaugh or Dart ain't going to make it. I think you're right. I think that's what they got to do. Jalen Hurts is 6th all-time Eagles touchdown pass. That's great. And he's got a long time to go. No doubt about it. Oh, man. One of my best Eagles possessions is my autographed Carmichael white helmet with green wings. Yeah, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Yeah, somebody mentioned Rodney Pete. Yeah, Bobby Hoying. My dad said he's going to be a Hall of Famer. I'll never forget that after that game versus Cincinnati. The one-dunners in the chat, I guarantee, are Cowgirl fans. Probably. I would like the Eagles to get the ball first to see where the offense will be going. Yeah, we will see. So I remember when our Eagles were only winning 3 to 4 games a season. I know, me too. I remember the first time they went to the playoffs, and I was so excited that I'm going to finally see what it was like to see the Eagles in a playoff game. And I just was so happy that we finally made the playoffs because it felt like forever, every year, we were never in the playoffs. And I'll never forget that game. In Chicago, you get ready to watch your team, and all of a sudden the fog bowl comes in, and you can't see anything. Dude, it was so brutal. What was Todd Monken not using Henry when it mattered, not Harbaugh? Yeah, I don't know. 500, you seen the Niners fans, Fred Warner might come back for this game. Yeah, Fred Warner's not. He's coming back. I read the report today that Warner could be back for the NFC Championship game if they make it that far. Yeah, I remember Mike McMahon. I did. I love the hit by Brian Dawkins on Crumpler, yeah. I remember McMahon, yeah. I want to see more hurry-up offense audibles to keep guessing. Me too. And I want the Eagles to keep the foot on the gas, and just be killers out there, man. If they do that, they'll be fine. I really believe it. I've been an Eagle fan since Jaworski, William Montgomery, Harold Conway, Bill Burgee, Carl Harrison, Charlie Johnson, and so on. Yeah, that's great, Greg. A little before my time. I started like at the end of Jaworski, right? Jaworski had like a few years, and then they started, Randall was the backup, and then they started the third down quarterback, and then, that was around the time. Like right when, like my first real emotional connection to the Eagles was the Dick Vermeil press conference where he retired and he was crying. That was my first connection with the Eagles. After that, I haven't missed anything. Will you stream in all games or just Sunday? Appreciate all the we're doing every game. So we'll be doing all the games on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We don't skip any of the playoff games. Rick Pearsall ruled out. Oh, wow. That is a huge blow. He had a something happened to him, right? He had a setback or something. 49ers going to wreck us. Okay. I ain't worried about them. Eagle fans since I was a little kid. Shout out to you, my man. I see some more crossing routes, more throws. Oh, I agree. I agree. Steelers fan in here? I got no problem with the Steelers. I do. They don't bother me. Not like the Penguins. Yeah, remember the pickle juice game? Bill Burgee is one of the most underappreciated Eagles players of all time. I agree. I completely agree. He was a major reason the Eagles defense improved late. Yeah, I agree with you there. My first Eagle game was watching Cunningham break his leg versus... Oh, God. Dude, that was the worst feeling ever. It's like you knew they were going to Super Bowl that year. With that defense and with Cunningham, they were going. And he breaks his leg. Bryce Pop. Yeah, that was brutal. It was brutal. He re-aggravated. Yeah, that's a big loss for them. It is. No doubt about it. You got two keys. Christian McCaffrey and Kittle. You stop those two guys, they're done. I doubt the Steelers get past Houston, but a battle of PA this year's Super Bowl. Yeah, that would be something. I don't know what to make of Houston. I really don't. I know they got a good defense. Are they going to rise to the occasion in the playoffs? It's going to be interesting. They're on the road, so we'll see. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Go see the family, eat dinner and stuff. But busy day tomorrow. I will definitely be back. Love you all, and I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you for watching with me tonight. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. So you guys have a great night. I'm going to get out of here. Peace out. Take care, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Come on, guys. 2 minutes to go. You have plenty of time.
Come on. Oh, shit! Dad! No! It's over! It's over! This game is over! Cut it off! It's over! Fuck. Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay.
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today. That was on you, Dad. That was on you, Dad. That was on you, Dad.
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott. Trying to defend the CeeDee Lamb. Trying to defend the CeeDee Lamb. You tried to defend the CeeDee Lamb. You got to give it to CeeDee Lamb. God. It's over. It's over, Dak. Put Trey Lance in the game. Trey Lance can't do worse than you.
I'm an idiot because I buy into this shit. Because here's the thing. I am a grown-ass man. And I talk the talk. It is killing me.
I feel it coming. I feel like it's going to take Jerry Jones taking it. Cut it off. It's over.
Fuck.